So we're back. Like I said, it's finally kind of getting caught up with vehicles. So we have some slow time. I want to see what actually failed in this. And if anything, keep the heads because there's a Subaru right now in Marketplace. I'm letting the guy sweat a little bit because he only posted it like 2 days ago. But he said the time belt broke, so it would need heads. You know, it need valves that ain't bent. But he's asking too much right now, so I'll wait a little bit. But we're gonna tear this guy down, and you know, see the carnage, see what the hell happened. You know, why is the crank so tight? If it's rebuildable for cost to efficiency, you know, cost to cost, you know, we'll see about that. But for now, we'll just start tearing her down. Obviously, we already removed the intake because we had to swap intakes due to the bulkhead connector not being correct on the Subaru that we put it on. So this is just gonna pop right off like that. We will put it in a safe spot for now. So we're gonna remove all our rags for right now. What I want to start with on teardown here is timing. We'll undo all the timing, and we'll go from there. Because we'll pop one head off and pop the other head off and see the cylinder bores. That's going to tell us a lot, and then go from there. So start with our tensioner. There's our tensioner. You just saw how the cams. So the cams are still free, which means my work was still good because the cams they both just rotated. So my work was good, but it's the rotating assembly that is the problem. And if you've been in it long enough, you make plastic baggies and you put your timing components in. You gotta remember there is a washer that goes with this. Ours is hanging on. Oh man, I should probably get a bigger bag for this. Anywho, gonna remove the rest of the cogs. That one comes off. There's no washer on the lower cog. And this guy. Which I did not like how that torqued down. We got him. We got Amazon Prime. And of course, the bottom cog. Again, the only one with a washer is the tensioner. Everything else pops out. I'm loading this up like a grocery bag here, people. At least how I load up my grocery bags. I'm going to put all this in the box. We're boxing everything up. Like I said, we don't know what we're going to keep. If it's junk, we're going to get rid of it. But I know the heads are good. Minus, you know, they're going to need a refresher again. So not a big deal. Right. I know this water pump. The water pump's good, but the previous mechanic stripped out a few of the bolts, So we're gonna eventually put, if the motor's salvageable, I'm gonna put helicoils in on everything that's screwed up. And you gotta remember, these bolts are only being held down by like 5 foot-pounds. Gotta undo that clamp there. Need a flathead. I hope it doesn't piss too much on the ground. I drained as much as I could from this engine, but oh man. Alright, there we go. Sometimes band clamps can be a bitch. I don't know if I put that on or somebody else did. It's been a while. Now we gotta break the seal. Got her. There is a little bit that's gonna piss out, isn't there? Shouldn't be much. Try not to make a mess on the floor. Alright. There we go. So, like I said, I know the guy stripped out this water pump crap. That's why I RTV'd it in, because I wanted reliability. And now I'm sure I'm going to struggle to actually separate it. If I had the engine out, I'd do the helium coil myself, but I don't have all the specialty tools to do that. They're not that much money, but it was a matter of bolts. Oh, forgot one. Right there. There we go. Right. We had good adhesion right there. Should be able to see it on camera. It's on the block and it is on the water pump. So we're going to put this in another sandwich bag. I'm not going to clean it because, like I said, I don't know if we're wasting our time or not. So in the meantime, well, that doesn't actually fit in one of those sandwich bags. So we'll just put it in the box, face them down. We got all the bolts in their correct area. So that's that. I also know you strip bolts on the oil pump. But to remove the oil pump, you gotta remove this. Gotta remove this gear, which usually slides off nice, but this gear is brand new because I thought there might have been something screwed up with it. I actually did replace that gear. It's way tighter than the factory, but it did not fix our issue when we were trying to get this thing to run correctly. So we gotta work on getting him off. I don't care if I screw him up because guess what? I have another one that actually is also still good. So this was kind of a waste of what was it, $35. And I just broke a tooth off, so this one's now garbage. So let that be a lesson learned. It does not take much to break a tooth off the crank gear. I'll show you what I did just in case it didn't show on camera. And I just broke another one. So you put any sort of crazy pressure on this, you're breaking your tone ring. Like I said, this one was stupid tight. Getting it on there. And I'm breaking teeth all over the place. Puller, because I don't have a puller. Alright, I'm gonna stop the video here as I work him off. And once I get him off, we'll continue. Alright. As I mentioned, this guy is now junk because you lost parts of your tone ring. So he's going right in the garbage because, like I said, so it's got to be made out of like cast something, soft metal. So be careful of that. I'm not too worried about it because I have another one if we decide to actually rebuild this engine. Next up, we're going to do the oil pump. Again, there was like 2 out of the 6 that were stripped from the other mechanic. So we'll have to helicoil or time strip them. And some of these you do actually have to put RTV in to keep leaks from happening. It's in the full service manual. That one was stripped. That one's got a lot of RTV. So that one might have been the other stripped one. I don't know what the other guy was thinking. Oh, I've got the one right in the middle. 7. Right. See if we can crack it free. Because this is all fresh from me doing it. And I don't want these guys falling out because I think they're different sizes. So I don't want to screw that up. Where's my pry bar? Where's my pry bar? That's the question. Back in the box where it belongs. Let's see if we can pry this gasket material because you have to RTV these in as per the service instructions. And we're making a mess. A little bit of a mess, but we're making a mess. This is the fun part, right? Oh, don't tell me. Ah, man, I need my pry tool again. Sorry, folks. It's got a brand new oil seal on it because it blew up in my driveway. And there goes all the bolts. Go figure. But yeah, this thing's got a brand new oil seal in it. And then because the other one decided to blow up. Lost 1.5 quarts of oil 500 feet down the road. All because the oil seal didn't want to cooperate. These are all the same. That one and that one. Should go and just slide off. We got a keyway. Crank here. Oh man, this thing's just pissing oil. Luckily not on my clothes. We're missing one for up top. Oh, there it is. Go in there. Put this in the box. We will not reuse the oil pump because we had the oil light on, if you recall. So we'll be mindful of that. I swear, 3/4 of the job is just trying to clean up, stay clean. This, that, and everything else. I mean, I don't want to be cleaning on video, but I hate a dirty work site. So we'll move this plastic guard here. Which will eventually let us remove the head. You gotta remove that guard there to actually remove the head. Put that in our magical box. Well, what else do we want to remove? I think that's it on the front, actually, quite honestly. So we will go to the top now and remove the water pipe. Water pipe is out. That's that. And I think that's it. I think we're ready to rotate the engine. I hope this keyway doesn't fall out again. So rotate the engine and start working on that head. We'll get her down to short block. Oh, we're not running. Should be another. That was just transmission cover. come on. It's actually easier when you use the handle. Ow. All right. Cover comes off. How are we looking on video here? I'm trying to get you guys a better vantage point. Are we maxed out on this? Oh man. All right, well, here we are. Should be able to pop the head off with our 12 point. We always keep for our Subarus. I believe this is it, yep. That's what you need for a Subaru. So, if I can get tabs here. I don't know if this is actually going to break it free. These are stupid tight. Yeah, that ain't happening. I did it right. You know, I made sure that it wasn't going to leak. Followed the full service manual on that. So, I mean, they're tight. So, I need the old breaker bar here. Now, how do we do this? Alright, I'm gonna cut seam, but I'm gonna loosen the 6 bolts in here. One way or another. So, that'll be that. Alright, so I struggled. I cracked them all free, so we should just be able to impact them off. Remember that the black screws are always in the center on these. I don't know why, but that's just the way they are. And your centers are always tighter than the other ones. So this head should be ready to pop off. See about that. Yep. Put it on. Safe paper towel. So as you can see, these are the Felpo gaskets that I put on months ago. A lot of people are like, oh, Felpros are junk. Well, have a look. If you do the heads right, you won't have an issue. All right? There's no black marks going to the water jacket and causing overheating. Because I did this back in, oh God, Oh my God. It was that long ago. It was months ago. And they've been driving it until now. So, but we don't reuse head gaskets. The same in LS. Looks kind of beat up. I don't know what the hell that is. Quite honestly, I'll bring you in for a closer look. Carnage. A lot of oil burning, as you can see. A lot of black. So that kind of sucks. But like I said, there was a lot of blow by. But I don't see a lot of vertical marks. If I were to redo the engine, I'd probably bore it over 20. And get the 20 over rings. They're easy to get on the internet. Pistons and rings. Kind of want to clean that up a little bit. Just to see if we're wasting our time yet. So that's what I'm going to do. Good old brake cleaner. Yeah, there's some vertical marks, but there's no gouges, so that's the important part. You know, if we do it 20 over, it'll be fine. Now, flip the engine over and do the same shit on the other side. I guess that's part of the Harbor Freight quality. There's the arm pops out. Let that soak up. Put a pin in. Keep going at it. Actually, I really don't have any complaints about this Harbor Freight jack stand. I mean, not jack stand. Engine holder. It's been really good. She's sturdy. I've seen it hold V8s on pictures, so I'm like, well, it's gonna hold a V8, it's gonna hold a little tiny Subaru engine. So, where are we on? So, right, so same thing on this side. We're gonna take the valve cover off and take the head off. And time for the fun part. The other one I had kind of on angle to give me the advantage. So I'm pretty sure I'll probably have to do the same thing on this side. Cracking free. Yeah. So let's rotate the engine a little bit more, just so we have a advantage. Oh my God. should give us enough. Like I said, I did them right. Engine never overheated and just decided it wanted to die. You can see that. I hope the impact just takes care of the rest of this one. Six. So the old Milwaukee will do it. There's that. Pull off. Oh, we need paper towels to set up a place to safely put them on the ground. At least I don't want to gouge them, screw them up. Because the heads are definitely good. 100%. About to pop him off. Oh, we're missing something. Yeah, we're missing the oil guide. We gotta remove that one little bolt. Should be a 10 mil. Sorry I'm doing this upside down, folks, but you know. 10 millimeter. The oil dipstick tube should pop on out. So we got that. Put that little 10 mil back in so we don't lose him. Now we should be ready to pull this head off. Now I'm getting hung up on. I'm gonna mark that as top, just in case. Just in case I rebuild them. Top. pull our EGR tube off. I don't know if they're unisem. I don't think they are because there's a bend up top versus down below. So bend goes towards the top. Keep that in mind. I don't know if I have to remove this lower pipe yet. I've never done one of these on just an engine stand. Oh, there we go. All right. Now again, this side has, I mean, it smells the way it ran. Have a look. It just smells the way it ran in the end. So, oh man, I don't know. I'm sure it's still a tight assembly because we saw both cams fly away the moment we undid the timing belt. So we're gonna flip this all the way down. Come back in. We're gonna do the oil pan, and after that, I gotta research how do we get the pistons out of this thing, because you can't just split the block. But we want to get as much of this done as we can. I had to ruin my hand. There's like 14 or 16 bolts on the bottom. They're all tightened to like 4 foot-pounds. Just snug. I'm gonna put these in a bag. And they don't go missing. All right, so I got that marked oil pan. And that in our box of goodies. This thing is so greasy. I'm gonna have to try. Again, on Subarus, the oil pans are RTB'd on. So we need something to flying, and I think I just lost my keyway. No, I still have my keyway. Alright, so pry tool. Now you want to watch with a pry tool on these stamped pans if they're super delicate, to say the very least. That's why because they will bend. I'm just trying to find a decent pry point, which has so far been nothing. I mean, we could always add the extra. There we go. They're only like $50 on Amazon to get a new oil pan. Ooh, what the hell is this? I'm not gonna touch it yet. I'm gonna bring it in on video. What the hell is that? Was this the cause of our low oil pressure? What is that? The screen is clean. I think this was a root cause of major engine failure here. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Put the stand back down here. What is that? Almost looks like tape. It's peeling like tape. What is that? Folks, this is a first for me. But that, as you saw, was in the suction screen. And it's ripping apart like tape. Like somebody put tape on something and forgot about it. And it destroyed this engine. I shit you not. You're seeing it. It's live right here. Sad. Like I said, this engine was poorly redone. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, it lasted so long with me, but then it gave up the ghost. So, are we in view? Yeah, we're in view. That whole thing was covering that oil pickup tube though. I think we finally got a question, an answer to our question. Why was the oil light flickering? There's your answer. Unfortunately. Some sort of, it felt like tape. It felt like tape. I don't know from where or what. Because generally you take off the intake, but that's not going to go inside the engine. So, where the hell did they screw up that with a piece of tape like that? And like I said, live on video. There ain't no hiding that. Gotta make a bag, so I'm gonna stop the video for the oil girdle. There's 5 bolts holding it in. All right, I don't know where I left off on the video, but I had to wait for that guy to be able to get bolts like him out. So, yep, 12 millimeter. $7 on Amazon, cheap. Also, what I did off video is, as you can see, I pretty much had to drill out all the bolts except one, right there. I had to drill them all out. I used a 3/8 focus. And when you drill them out, you'll get, the head will just rip right off of them. And that'll be easy enough to extract at this point. Either what my plan is to weld nuts onto them and pull them out the rest of the way, you know. So not a big deal there. I also want to show you, this engine's been sitting for, you know, a couple days now. Look at the oil seepage just from sitting. I can't wait to see how bad those oil rings look when I fully get this thing dissected. And that's where we're at on this video, is seeing how far we can get with dissection here. So I'm going to set you up on the tripod so you guys can just sit back, relax, enjoy. And rotate this guy. Make sure we're in frame. So yeah, we are. So like I said, I drilled all these out. So it should just be a matter of, well, popping them off. Like I said, we'll weld some bolts. I'm gonna glove up because I'm supposed to go out in a little bit. I haven't gone out in quite a while, so I'm supposed to go out with a buddy down in Bethlehem and have some fun. And so we'll see what happens with that, because I'm long overdue to just go out and have some fun. So in the meantime, I'm gonna work on this guy. Trying to cut this guy off. Same thing. O-ring. So we'll definitely have to replace an O-ring. That is squashed. And somebody put a lot of RTV in there. Wow. Wow. I will say, I mean, this guy was actually pretty proud of his work. He actually signed it. So whoever that guy is, I don't know if that's a DG, CG, AG. Whoever this guy is, he should stick to his day job, because, you know, we're in this predicament. All right. So I can almost see a circle clip back there that we're gonna have to get access to. I also see we're gonna have to remove this plug here. I don't have the exact socket, but I do have something that's close enough that has got me by, and I'll let you know in a second here. I don't know what the exact one is, but a ½ inch. I believe a ½ inch is what has got me by, and if not, we're going to pound in the next size bigger. Nope. That one's too small, so we're going to hammer in the next size bigger. Like I said, I don't know what's to come with this engine here, so I didn't go out and buy a bunch of specialty tools. This one's going to be, it just says 14 on it, even though it's all standard size. We gotta get that plug out. We're gonna get that plug out one way or another. Like I said, at this point, just like that. So, like I said, this is, it just says 14 on it. which is weird because it's it does have a 14 in there. Half inch, almost felt like it was gonna fit. This ain't my set. This is my roommate's set. And there was one that was kind of just floating around in here, so I don't know if he bought one special for something or what. Haven't asked. Or it belonged in the other set. I don't know what's going on here, quite honestly. But we just got it out with a 14. I don't know if that is the correct size or not, but that just got it out on that side. I kind of test fitted it, not on the back, but oh, I don't like moving my whole toolbox. Trying to lock the wheel down. There we go. So the front, still in frame, right? So the front, we got another plug here. So I'll remove him. And this guy. I believe there's only 3 plugs. Don't quote me on that. This is my first time, and man, does this thing smell like fried oil. Like, totally fried. Too bad there's no smell-o-vision. So I see rods. That's always good. Like I said, we got all that crap out. This is the closest rod I see, and since this crank is a real bear to turn, I think we're going to start with that one that I actually see a wrist pin. Maybe even, I don't want to try and get the wrist pins out until I get all 4 clips out. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to need a special tool to get in there just for that. Just using a pipe wrench. Oh. Like I said, they should not be that tight. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. Like I said, since I believe this crankshaft is toast, I don't really care about using a pipe wrench on it. All right. So, oh man. Let's see if I. I'll zoom. I'll take you off the stand here, just to show you. As you can see, there's a circle clip, and the other side is. Actually, the other side might be accessible too. It's kind of hard to see, but it's pretty close. But that side is definitely closer. So that's where we're at. Zoom in a little bit. Down. Oh, what do I want to use? Since I don't have fancy needle nose, try this. And it just fell in. So that one just fell in. We'll get them later. No big deal. And I hope my head ain't taking up the whole fucking shot here. Like I said, this one I can kind of see. I need some light. I might have to get them more centered and use a different pair of. It's going away. Gotta go the other way. So this motor ain't seized, but it's pretty much damn close to it. Try a long pair of. This is where, no, not those. If it's worth investing money into, I'll get the right pliers. Just like that. Got that one out. That one fell down in. So it's whatever. I don't want to. I want to leave the wrist pins in so that way I can get the other two, and then we'll work on popping them all out. I'm not sure if you absolutely need to do it that way or not. But here we are. Our first time. Everybody has a first time. So I see a connecting rod. Another connecting rod. I hope that one ain't bent. No, that's just the main. So we gotta rotate this engine one way or another. It seems like I can get 360 out of it, but I don't get much after that. So, try one way or another. We got a little bit of rotation out of that. I'm starting to see wrist pins come into view. We gotta go a little bit more here, folks. A little bit more. Oh, we're almost perfect. And that one looks really blued. I know you can't see it, but that looks like it got stupid hot. We'll know once we pull it out. We're still on camera. Still on view here. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe we just... Maybe not. Yeah, like I said, there was no sound of rod knock or anything dying on this thing when I was troubleshooting it. So there we go. We got them all 4 circle clips out. I believe that's it. Try a magnet. I doubt a magnet's going to pull them out. No. And definitely no. So, what do we got to do? Hello. Definitely see a inner circlip, but obviously there's nothing in the world that would reach that. But with the outer one removed, it should, with a really long extension, be able to beat on something and get something to move. And that's the plan. Another extension. Oh wait, no, we're not. We're just going through. Gotta somehow catch that circle clip. We're gonna work from the back side here, folks. Something. And we got a wrist pin out. Let's clean them up a little bit. I don't know, it just looks like brown bits. I can't really put a fingernail on them. Doesn't seem squared up, chewed up. Actually not in bad shape, just you know, typical oil burnage. Burnt oil will definitely tarnish metal components. And like I said, if it didn't make any noise, I don't think anything with the pistons, connecting rods, or anything else is going to be our issue here. I just believe that one of our thrust bearings, main bearings, she's working her way out. I need a little extension for that one. So a little 1/4 inch extension bar. Well, 1/4 inch extension bars is what I'm using. There's another one. We got 2 out of 4 out. And again, just where it has been for the last no ridge, no nothing on that. So that's pretty good. There's just an oil mark. So now I guess the rears. Alright. And we got to do the rears here. I'm going to rotate it again, probably backwards. Just the same. saw those originally, so. Did I stop it just in the right spot? Keep this on the paper so that way it slides around my bench nicely. It's cutting it close, but that might be what we need. So let's try it. Where did my... Oh, there it is. So... see what that does. I'm just looking for shininess in the bore. As you can see, it's coming out. And again, looks pretty good, not squirt the shit. Just marred up, like just oil baked crap on it. We'll see, maybe we'll get new wrist pins. if we decide to rebuild this time. Alright, the last one. Leave them on it. Whoa! All right. That's cool. Launch that to outer space. And took the batteries right out of my, well. Alright, that one's got some scoring on it. Very light though. You see that? All those lines. Let's take another one. Maybe they all do. Maybe the light's just hitting it just right. So I don't know. All right, so we'll add that on the list. See if it makes it worthwhile for money's sake. So now that we got all that done, we can now officially start splitting the case. So that's where 12mm comes in. Put our hammer away, we don't need him anymore. We're gonna put away our circle clip pliers. I'm gonna put away everything else too. We want to try and get our 1/4 inch ratchet extension out of there. There he is. Got him. He was bound up against the wrist clip, but I think with new pistons they come with new wrist clips. I'm not too worried about that. like I said, if we rebuild this, if we subtract our parts required, everything else is pure profit, which would be cool, but you know, what kind of money can we get out of this if we rebuild it? So it's still up in the air if it's worth it or not compared to today's prices here in Pennsylvania. A known used engine is going for $1,600. So we're gonna start. Oh, I just lost the batteries in that. Come on. Are you kidding me? So let's see if the impact can undo these guys. Fortunately not. So reliable. There's one. Come on. We got all four there. 4 12 points in here. Make sure you guys are seeing it. So 2 up top, 2 on the bottom. That's 4 12 points. One, 2, 3, 4. So we got those 4 12 points. And of course my magnet is too big to get in there to actually get them. I'm gonna get those out. I'll be back. Alright guys, I removed the 18 bolts. I was holding this whole thing together. And now we should be able to pry it apart. There we go. I think that finally did it. Oh, there we go. That does not sound pretty. And at this point, I believe we can just remove the crankshaft. And get a close-up of what was going on. It's not as bad as what I really thought it would be. They're definitely scored. They're not even down to the copper though. Let me bring in here. So definitely some scorage. So I believe a new crank with some new bearings, and we got some new life in this thing. Like I said, there was no rod knock. Definitely not the way it should sound, though. That one's good. That one's screwed up. That one's really screwed up, and you can actually see where it where it wore out, or worn down, or rubbed compared to everybody else. So that was where our tightness was on those two rod bearings, even though there was no rod knock. That's where we're at. We'll see if it's worth fixing at this point. And you can actually, even over there, you can see rub marks on the end. So we'll look into it. We're going to research it and get back to it. Alright guys, well, upon further investigation, this block is garbage. If you look at this O-ring here, I thought this might have been like a factory thing, but looking at it, that's been broken for quite a while. So this is no good anymore. Into the garbage it goes. Is what it is. We still got good heads. Let's pull out some pistons. Now, upon initial observation, that is not correct. That's not the way a piston ring should be. It should be able to be like this guy, where it swings around. Our coating is completely gone on the skirts. Supposed to be Teflon coating there. Oil ring is totally buried in there. That's no good anymore. This one ain't that bad. Because, oh man, sorry guys. So, you know, top ring and bottom ring, they both spin. This one, they're just stuck in there. So that ain't no good. I'm sure this side's gonna be the same. I'm not even gonna bother with it. But it's a shame. Somebody, I don't even know how they did that, because from the bottom here, you know, you put a screwdriver in, like, maybe, well, I did it over here. But to break that, you would have to, like, drive a screwdriver in this way. I don't even know if that was possible to do. But again, you know, we saw that this engine, the, you know, it had a piece of masking tape type debris in the oil seal, the oil pickup tube. So a lot of questions. it is what it is, but we got good heads. So the rest of this will be recycling. Till next time. Bye-bye.